For this GTA video, we will be going through the entire event week, and I will be showing you 5 things that you do not want to miss out on before November 20th when the new event starts. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's dive into it. So of course, to get things started, I think we just have to begin here with the new listing missions. But before I do dive into that, this event also had some of these different unlocks, and it is actually really simple to get these things. You just need to play GTA Online before December 7th. So essentially, they are all just login unlocks, a bunch of clothing items. So if you are yet to log into GTA Online, and you do like some clothing items, especially some rare ones, it might be well worth doing this. And now to actually get onto the main section of this part, we do have that $2 million discount on the mansion properties by completing all 3 of the listing missions. So yeah, hopefully I don't have to go too much in detail on this. It should be kind of obvious why you want to do this. There is also a $1 million cash bonus, and you might be wondering when you get these things, and it will be when the DLC drops. So even this $1 million cash bonus, you should be getting this on December 9th roughly. And just like the first set of clothing items, this will also be something that you want to complete before December 7th. So hopefully by the time that you are seeing this video, you are not really limited, roughly just under a month away, to make sure that you complete all of the listing missions. There is 3 of them in total. You can start them by going over to this location on the map. Next up, I think we also have to include the bonus money. This week, we actually had some nice things that you could do to make a decent amount of cash. First up, we had a triple money and RP bonus on VIP work and challenges. This one is actually quite underrated, a really nice thing you can do in between different things, and they will only have a 10-minute cooldown depending on which VIP work mission you chose. If you complete a headhunter with this bonus, you will get about $60,000. There was also a triple money on the associate and bodyguard salaries. So any of you guys out there who are playing in public sessions quite often, or even just playing with friends in invite-only sessions, this will be a surprisingly nice boost. Nothing too insane or anything like that, but still just a nice thing to have. And then finally, we also had our double money and RP, and this is where we get a pretty long list. First up, we had the new listing missions, which also have a 4 times for GTA Plus members. The vehicle cargo sell missions will also be doubled, making you $200,000 if you have a top range vehicle. The special vehicle work as well, random transform races, and the community combat series. So a bunch of different things to choose from. In my opinion, the vehicle cargo sell missions will be the best thing, and probably closely followed by the new listing missions. The only problem that I see with listing missions is that there is only 3 of them, so if you guys do actually repeat them, you might get a little bit bored. Probably still worth playing, and you could always switch between this and the vehicle cargo sell missions. It is also potentially worth checking out the community combat series. I could definitely imagine these things being quite fun. Moving on to the next thing, it has to be the discounts. I think this is probably one of the best things from this event. We had so many different discounts, and I don't know why, but Rockstar always seem to do this before new DLCs. We have some huge discounts, and it will sort of make you want to buy something. Although it is discounted and you will save a lot of cash, I would probably try and skip out on some of these things if you can, especially if you want to save up for a mansion. The first thing that we did get was the free Long Bank West office. So of course, because this is free, it is probably recommended to get this, and I do believe that you guys could trade in the current office you have and potentially even get some money back. I have not tested this, so don't take my word for it, but it could be something that you could try, because of course the offices are just really location based. And next up, we had a 50% off all of these things, and this is where Rockstar will probably get you guys the most. A 50% discount is absolutely huge, especially off things like the office garages. You can save a ton of cash there. It might be still worth getting a free office and then taking advantage of the 50% off the garage to completely maximize the space that you have inside. I would only recommend doing this if you are really running low on your garage space and you have a ton of vehicles. Otherwise, there is really not too much point unless you maybe, for example, want to future-proof. Even some of these vehicles here with this 50% off are surprisingly really good ones. Quite a few armored vehicles. I think my favorite one there just has to be the Shafter V12. We also had a 30% off these vehicles, and honestly, in my opinion, I would probably just skip all of these ones. None of these vehicles really stand out to me that much, but maybe you guys wanted to get one. At least they will have a 30% off. And then finally, at the gun van, you could get a 50% off the compact TMP launcher and a 40% off for GTA Plus members on the tactical SMG. So yeah, discounts wise this week, it was surprisingly quite good. Just be very careful because you guys could easily spend a lot of cash, even on the things with 50% off. Moving on to our fourth thing this week, we actually have the free cards, and this will be a little bit of a tongue twister, but there is free cards. This week we got the Revolter, which is completely free. You can either find it on the websites or instead find it at the luxury dealership located here on the map. It will also be completely free to buy there as well, instead of costing $20,000 because of the upgrades. So really nice to see from Rockstar. The Revolter is a pretty nice car altogether, and any free car is always worth it in my opinion. To get onto the main free cars, we first of all have the Casino Podium vehicle, which is the Tahoma Coupe. And the second free vehicle was the LS Car Meet Prize Ride. In my opinion, the best free vehicle this week, it is the Anis RE7B. A really simple unlock as well, because you just need to place top 2. There is no daily requirement or anything where you guys have to complete it a few days in a row. So essentially you can log on, load into a drift, drag, street or pursuit race and just place top 2 and get it for completely free. Really nice to see this again. If you guys have the time to get it for free, I cannot recommend it enough. And last but not least, I thought I had to include the returning cars and different vehicles. First up, we have Simeon's Auto Shop, or PDM. Maybe you guys were waiting for some of these things to return to the game, so now you can go ahead, enter Simeon's Auto Shop, test drive them if you want to, and buy them as well. The second place that also has some of these returning cars will be in the LS Car Meet for the standard test track vehicles. Once again, I would probably recommend test driving some if you are a little bit unsure. I do not think that the LS Car Meet ones are anything too special, but because they are returning, they are still completely rare, and the HSW test ride is probably my go-to choice inside here. Although the Sterling GT is no longer a returning car and it was permanently added back into the game, I still think it is one of the best HSW vehicles. The last thing that I also have to mention will be some of these event week money methods. This will essentially just be some honorable mentions. So we had the new FIB priority file, which is the fine arts file, arguably one of the easiest and simple FIB files to complete. If you already have a garment factory, you want to make sure that you complete this and do the bonus challenges. We then also have the new salvage yard robberies, complete all 3 of them and pretty much get $1 million for doing it. I always suggest the salvage yard robberies, and I do honestly think that the salvage yard is one of the best investments you guys can make. Just doing salvage yard robberies every single week, and even making sure that you are staying on top of the tow truck service so that you are making the passive income as well, makes the salvage yard quite easily one of the better businesses that you can get your hands on. And the last event week money method is of course our time trials. The standard time trial is located here, called Lake Vinewood Estate, and the HSW time trial is North Chumash to Palomino Highlands. Worth completing these things whilst you can for some additional money. So yeah, at this point in the video we now are pretty much done with this event. In my opinion, this was all of the best things. The only item from the event that you really don't need to worry about currently will be the listing missions and them sort of login unlocks, because of course you will have all the way up until December 7th to do that. The only reason I wanted to include them is because it is still recommended to get them out of the way as fast as you can, because you might forget about them over the next few weeks. But yeah, what do you guys actually think about this event? What was your favorite thing? I think the bonus money and the discounts were my favorites. The vehicle cargo sell missions probably being the best bonus, and then massive 50% discounts along with the free Revolter and free office. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to hear what you guys think. Maybe you have a different opinion. If you do, make sure to leave a comment below. And as always, if you went on to enjoy this video or it helped you out in any way, shape or form, leave a like on this video. I always do appreciate it. And if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.